I just want to talk about the vampires some more. Did you talk to Miss Stauch about her experience with vampires during your forensic interview?
Letecia Stauch's claims of a split personality all seems a bit far-fetched, according to psychologists.
So that's not consistent with a mental illness. It sounded like a fabrication.
Letecia Stauch told forensic psychologists that she created different personalities for herself, and that switching between these personalities helped her deal with the SA she says she suffered as a child.
Creating different personalities. Yeah, could you tell us more about them? So that around the time I was like 10 or 11, I just started almost being able to take myself out of the situation and let another part of me be the one getting molested. And that was when I came up with Harmony. And
I've taken so many different personalities in life, Stauch says in one of the clips conducted during a sanity evaluation. So many different ways to cope. The defence has argued throughout the trial that Stauch, who has pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity to charges of killing her 11-year-old stepson Gannon in El Paso County in 2020, suffers from dissociative identity disorder. But Loandra Torres, a forensic psychologist with the state hospital in Pueblo, told jurors she was skeptical because Stauch told us she created them, the different personalities, herself. We began to wonder if she was exaggerating, Torres added. All of it seemed a bit far-fetched to me in terms of dissociative identity disorder. In the first clip played to the jury, Stauch said she had different personalities she would bounce between with names like Maria, Victoria, Harmony, and her main personality, Taylor. In other clips, Stauch said she forcefully switched between her personalities at her choosing, with the exception of Maria. Stauch claims that the Maria personality was the one who assaulted an El Paso County deputy while she was extradited to Colorado after her arrest. Over the course of the trial, now in its fourth week, prosecutors have asked witnesses who knew Stauch if she referred to herself by other names such as Maria, Taylor, Victoria, Harmony, or Jasmine, among others. Every witness who was asked about Stauch's alleged other personalities denied hearing her refer to herself that way, or any way other than Letecia Stauch. Torres, the forensic psychologist, said it appeared Stauch was exaggerating about her symptoms during her sanity evaluation, when she told Torres she could hear the devil, and how she used to have flashbacks about her stepfather. The sanity report from the state hospital found Stauch to be sane at the time of the prosecutors say she killed Gannon. A contrasting report filed by the defence expert found Stauch to be insane at the time Gannon was stabbed and fatally shot. In 2020, Torres and forensic psychologist Jackie Grimmett determined Stauch was competent to proceed to trial. A competency evaluation is used to determine if a person is competent enough to understand court proceedings and to interact with their attorneys. If a defendant is found incompetent, the case is put on hold until the defendant's competency is restored. Grimmett and Torres testified Wednesday that they felt many of the things Stauch had said and did during the interviews were exaggerated, and that her actions weren't consistent with somebody who was mentally incompetent. Grimmett testified that she believed Stauch was pretending to be worse than she actually was, pointing to examples such as how Stauch claimed to be talking to the vampires from the Twilight movies during one interview.
If people are talking to vampires, I would expect them to have their own unique aspect to them and something unique to the individual that would make sense in a greater scheme of how they see the world. And it just seemed like she was conveying a story, essentially, from fiction.
While Grimmett and Torres said they believed Stauch was competent and did not have a severe mental illness, they believed that Stauch showed several signs of narcissistic personality disorder during her interviews. Torres' testimony will continue Friday, when the prosecution is expected to play an hour-long clip of her interview with Stauch, in which Stauch describes her version of what happened to Gannon. District Attorney Michael Allen said there is only one prosecution witness left after Torres, and that the prosecution should rest its case Monday at the latest. What are your thoughts on this trial so far? I think that it's not uncommon to see people claim insanity in the hopes that they can get a lesser sentence. And personally, I believe that this is what Letecia is doing. She may very well have some mental health issues, but I don't believe that she is so severely mentally ill that it would have caused her to do what she did. But that's just my opinion. Please do leave your opinions down in the comment section. I would love to have a conversation with you about them and see this case through somebody else's eyes. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please do hit that subscribe button. It really does mean the world to me. And until next time, take care, friends.